Hey everybody, and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night In. Hope you're all doing well, and welcome along to episode 141 of the Big Quiz Night In. It's great to see some of you in the chat already, having a little discussion there. Let's see who we've got. As always, I'd like to say hello to everybody first. So we've got Sue and the Donuts team saying good evening all. Lisa Maria's in the chat. This time she's in the UK. I mean, do you ever stop travelling? This is amazing. Welcome. I hope you brought some nice weather with you, because Lord knows we've needed it. Spencer's here, first time live, he says in the chat. Welcome along. Hope you enjoyed the show. We've got Jodie saying hi, and we've got Ed as well in the chat, so that's really nice little turnout there. There's about 7 different teams I think we've got this evening watching, so if you haven't said hello in the chat yet, please feel free to do so. We often have a few more people join in as the show goes on. But a nice little turnout to start off the show. If you are a member of our Top Fan Facebook group, I hinted earlier on that I had a very funny round in particular this evening. Now, there was the usual mix of 3 different rounds plus our game show rounds at the end. But one round in particular tonight is going to be pretty funny, I think. So yes, more on that when we get to it. So with that said then, let's go to the first segment of the show, which is, as always, the kids question. This is to get you some bonus points early on that you can add on to any of the 3 quiz round total scores, just to boost your score that much. But remember, this is all just for fun. We're here just having a laugh. There's no prizes or anything. So I just hope you enjoy the show, as always. So let's move on to all the comments as well from Spencer, my wife Cheryl as well. She is the boss. Okay, all right. Well, we'll bear that in mind then as you go through the quiz then. Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, with that said, let's go to the kids question and keep your comments coming in, and we'll see how this show starts off with the next question. We've got Ruben this evening, just Ruben. So yes, and good evening to Cheryl. Thank you for leaving the comment there. Do keep all those comments coming in. Every engagement, every positive engagement really does help out the show. Say hi, Ruben.
Hello.
So what we do in this section, Ruben's going to ask you a question, and the multiple choices for this question will be on screen as well. Say in the comments what you think the answer is. And if you get it correct, you earn your team a bonus point that you can then add on to your tally for any of the next 3 quiz rounds, which you obviously mark yourself individually and just see how well you do. And so with that said, and hi, yes, hi to Sue. Sue is saying hi to you there, look, as well. So let's bring up the question then. That's going to be on screen. So here it is. Go on, Em.
It is, what is the name of the longest water slide in the world? You know, I was literally just scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and then I just saw a video about water slides, and then Dad asked me, what is the question about? I just looked at the video, just like, I have no idea, but water slides.
Yeah.
That is the origin of this question. And it was quick, unlike the last one, which took us like more than...
It took us ages to work out. This one, very quick. So what are the answers? Read them out.
Is it A, the big one, B, super snake, C, the longest, or D, the speedway?
So have a guess in the comments.
In a weird way.
You did.
If I said one in a weird way, you'd probably guess that it was...
You did. Is it A, B, C, or D? Have a guess in the comments. This is one of the only times I'll ask you to do that. We don't do this for the main trivia rounds themselves. More on that as we get to it. For those who are new, don't worry, I will explain as we go. It's pretty straightforward once we get going though. So have a guess in the comments just for fun. Let's see. There's no shame if you get it wrong. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? All of this is really just to have a laugh. So we have got some guesses coming in. Catherine and Tony are here as well. Good evening to you. And they're saying C. Ed saying D, question mark. Sue and the Donuts saying B. Jodie saying D. Lisa's saying C. So let's reveal the answer. Spencer's going with B. Is that Spencer's guess, or is that the boss's guess, I wonder? And Simon's here as well in the chat. Hello to Simon, and he's going with C. Excellent. Right. Let's reveal the answer then. So, what is the name of the longest water slide in the world?
Well, some of you did get it right. It was actually in the question. Think smarter, not harder.
cheek of it. It is the
I
longest.
planned out what I was going to say after the answer was revealed.
You did, didn't
You
you?
planned out what I was going to say.
So it's in Malaysia. It's a very, very long water slide. It is the longest by a long way. So if you said C,
It is.
is Speedway a water slide as well? That's a sport. It's a motorbike sport, actually, but it might be a slide as well. So let's see. Let's see who said C, shall we? So we've got
Catherine
and Tony. Yeah, you get the bonus points, and
Simon
and Lisa also said C. Spencer says, if I was right, it would have been Cheryl. I was wrong. Oh, okay. Fair play. All right, so that means Lisa, Simon, and Catherine and Tony, you get to have a bonus point that you can add on to any of the three forthcoming quiz rounds. And that completes the end of this, or completes the first segment of the show. Thanks for having a go at that one. And we move on. Say goodbye, Ruben.
See you next time.
Yes, you will. Okay, and just like that, he has gone. Thanks all for that one and for entertaining us there. He does love taking part in the show. Maybe Abby will be back for the next one with or without him. I don't know. Depends who's up for it at the time. It always is different. But thanks for having a go at that one, and well done if you got the question correct. Catherine says, woohoo, thank you. And yes, well done to Ruben as well. He did good as always. I'll pass on your comments, of course, after the show. Well, it'll be in the morning. He'll be asleep in theory. So we move on then to the main three quiz rounds. They are rounds 1, 2, and 3 below. Round number 4 is then the game shows round. We'll talk more about that later. Round number 1 is colours in pop. So we're going to do, and these are always different. For the newbies here, these are always 3 different quiz rounds. I change the subjects up all the time. Sometimes one will come back again a week or a few months later. But tonight we're doing colours in pop. So 15 questions, all about pop music over the years and decades of pop music, but the answers are all connected to colours, and so that's the theme of the round. And then we're going to do a cartoons round, so again 15 more questions, all about old and sometimes slightly newer cartoons. I don't think there's anything bang up to date in that round, so it's a lot of the stuff that many of us would have grown up with to some extent. Round number 3 is the funny round I mentioned earlier on. It's called Who Said It, but it's about people in particular, and that's going to be a 50-50 shout. It's either going to be this person or this person. You have to work out who said it. It's going to be very funny when you work out where we're going with that one. But Colours and Pop is round 1. Millie's here. She said, good evening all. Sorry we're a bit late tonight. That's okay. Just glad you can make it. Ju's here as well. They just made it in time for round 1. Good evening to you. No, you don't answer these ones anymore in the comments. So for rounds 1, 2, and 3 now, no more answers in the comments. Feel free to chat and feel free to ask me for repeats. At the end of the 15 questions, I'll repeat any questions that you want me to. We then immediately go through all the answers and you can tally up your scores, mark them, let me know in the comments how well you did. If you've got a funny team name you've come up with, you can use that and say, team name, we got this much. If you've got that bonus point and you want to use it in this round, feel free to do it then. And also, for more bonus points, you have the countdown conundrum at the bottom of the screen. This will be different for rounds 1, 2, and 3. If you get it correct in any of those rounds, you get 2 extra points that you can add on to your score for the round. Again, but please, again, don't put that in the comments because we don't want to spoil it for everybody else that's playing. So, good luck with all of that. Here we go with question number 1. Which colour was a UK hit single for Coldplay? Which colour was a UK hit single for Coldplay? I always tend to give just a few seconds thinking time between each question before moving on. Hence why I then offer to do repeats at the end. You just have to comment with the numbers you want me to repeat. Question 2. Which 2 colours were a UK hit single for Sam Sparrow in the noughties? We've got Auntie Kim's favourites commenting saying hello from the USA. Welcome along. Thank you for joining in. Remember, do not put your guesses to these questions in the comments. We don't want to spoil it for others. We'll do the answers at the end, but thank you for watching. Question 2 once more. This is for 2 points. 1 point for each correct colour. Which 2 colours were a UK hit single for Sam Sparro in the noughties? It may have been a hit in America, I don't know. But certainly in the UK. 1 point for each correct colour. Your lips are sealed. Thank you for that. Question number 3. Cheryl says carrying Spencer. Okay. Which colour, for question 3, which colour was a UK hit single for a band called Eiffel 65? Which colour was a UK hit single for the band called Eiffel 65? I believe that was also a hit across the pond as well. Okay, so that's Eiffel 65. What was their hit single? Question 4. Which colour was in the title of a film and song from Prince? Which colour was in the title of a film starring Prince and a song of the same name? That's a 1 point question. What was that colour? Massive clue, but if you know anything at all about Prince to do with colours, you're going to guess this one. That's what I meant. Countdown. Cheryl beat me and it's going to haunt me for hours, days, weeks, months. I've been writing this while Cheryl is carrying me. Nothing wrong with a bit of friendly banter in the chat. I don't mind that at all. Okay. Question 5 now for 2 more points. Which 2 colours were a UK hit single for Wiz Khalifa? Which 2 colours were a UK hit single for Wiz Khalifa? That is question 5 in our Colours in Pop round. Very much appreciate all the new people watching tonight. We've smashed our recent record of live viewers, and at last count we were up to 18 different households or devices watching along. Normally we have about 10, sometimes as high as 15. So we're up to 18 tonight. That's great. I really appreciate that. Right, your next question. Question number 6. Which colour did Alicia Moore name herself? Which colour did Alicia Moore name herself? Yes. Just catching up with what you were talking about there in the chat, and the countdown conundrum you also do not guess. Oh yeah, I'm colourblind today. Oh no. Well, in fairness, these are all words in song titles and artists, so you don't necessarily need to recognise colours even if you were legitimately colourblind, because you would be able to recognise the words, I hope, at least if you knew the answers. Funny though. Right, your next question is number 7. Which 2 colours gave Michael Jackson a worldwide hit during the 90s? Which 2 colours gave Michael Jackson a worldwide hit during the 90s? It is one song, but I will give you 2 points, 1 point for each correct colour. Finally, Spencer's got his own back. Nice. Okay, the next question then, question number 8. Which colour featured in the title of a My Chemical Romance single? Which colour featured in the title of a My Chemical Romance single? Just name that colour. Question number 9. Which colour is mentioned in the title of a hit single for REM? which colour is mentioned in the hit single of a title? Which colour is mentioned in the title of a hit single for REM? That's number 9. Question 10 is for 3 points, so you'll get a tad more thinking time for this one, but of course I will repeat it if you need me to later. Which colourful bands had the lead singers named Billy Joe Armstrong, Fergie, and Ian Gillan? 3 different bands with colours in them. 1 point for each. Which colourful bands had the lead singers named Billy Joe Armstrong, Fergie, and Ian Gillan? Billy Joe Armstrong, Fergie, and Ian Gillan for that one. Name the colourful bands. Okay, question 11 now. Which is the only colour mentioned in the title of a hit single by Madonna? Which is the only colour mentioned in the title of a hit single by Madonna? Question 12 now. Which colourful band had a UK hit with Hey There Delilah? Which colourful band had a UK hit with Hey There Delilah? So you need the whole name of the band there, not just the colour that's within that band's name. That's for 1 point. Question 13 now. Question 13. This one is for 5 points. Which 5 colours are repeatedly mentioned in the song Grace Kelly by Mika? Title for the Madonna question. We just want the colour that's mentioned in the title. It's the only colour mentioned in the title of a hit single by Madonna for 11. Going back to number 13 then. Which 5 colours are repeatedly mentioned in the song Grace Kelly by Mika? 1 point for each. If you've got no idea what that song is, just guess 5 normal kind of colours. I'm pretty sure you'll get at least 1 point. You should do. You'll be all right. But there's 1 point for each that you get correct. A few more questions to go then in this round. Question 14. Which colour was a UK top 10 hit single for Beyonce? Which colour was a UK top 10 hit single for Beyonce? There was a colour in the title, but I'll give you a little bit of a clue. The colour wasn't the only word in the title, but you need to name that colour for the point. Okay, then we've just got the one question left now in this round, and that is question 15 for 3 more points. Which colours were a UK hit single for Alana Miles, ELO, and Kanye West? Which colours were a UK hit single for Alana Miles, ELO, and Kanye West? Again, they may have been international hits as well, but certainly in the UK they are. Alana Miles, ELO, and Kanye West, name the colours that were in their UK hit singles. So 3 points in total. And that is the end of this round. flew through that quite quickly, so I understand. If you want to comment now and say, please repeat whichever numbers you want repeated, I will do a few repeats for you, that's no problem. Which this also means that you're running out of time to work out the countdown conundrum down here. It's one word, all one word. You just got to rearrange the letters and work out what that word is, and you get 2 points for that if you can work it out. Again, don't put any of these guesses in the comments. I will go through the answers and you can mark your own in just a moment. Whilst I wait to see if any requests for any repeats come in, it's my usual time to remind you all. In the description of every video there is a link that will take you to a handy list of all the places you can follow and support what I do here on Big Quiz Night In. Although the Facebook live show will always be completely free to watch and play along, if you wanted to do anything to support me, even just follow me on another social media platform, that would be great, and all the links are there. Right, the donuts team. Sue, you've asked for number 12, so I'll repeat that for you. Question 12, which colourful band had a UK hit with Hey There Delilah? So you need to name the band, not just the colour. And Lisa's asking for number 2. Okay, so question number 2 again was, which 2 colours were a UK hit single for Sam Sparro in the noughties? So this is one song title, but you get 2 points because there are 2 colours in it, and you get 1 point for each. If you get one colour wrong but the other correct, you can still have 1 point for getting that one correct. You're a let joiner and the quizzes are brilliant. Is there a typo in there? Simon, thank you for tagging random people. Please do continue tagging and sharing people. That's very helpful as well. Really appreciate that. Getting more people involved is never a bad thing. Okay. Any more repeats then? That's 12 and 2. We're going to go through the answers. This is the last chance to get a repeat in, and then we will see how well you've all done in this round. Okay. No more comments have come in for repeats. So, question number 1. Which colour was a UK hit single for Coldplay? It's yellow. 1 point for that. Yellow. Question 2. Oh, you're a late joiner of the Christmas. Well, I'm very glad you're enjoying it. I hope that continues. Thank you very much for the comment. Yes, if you like this, you should see what I do on TikTok. That's also good fun. Question 2. As long as you don't live in the US, you might not be able to access that much longer. Oh boy. Question 2. Sam Sparrow's 2 colours were black and gold. So 1 point for black, 1 point for gold. Question 3. The UK hit single for Eiffel 65 is blue. Dabba-dee, dabba-da. Just blue for the point, of course. Question 4. The film title that starred Prince and the song as well is Purple Rain. So the colour is all you needed for that one. Purple for 1 point. Question 5. This was the one about Wiz Khalifa for 2 colours there. It's black and yellow by Wiz Khalifa. Yes, well, VPN for TikTok. You're right. You're right to suggest that. But today I learnt they're trying to pass another bill after that, which as part of it says basically if you're using a VPN, you're going to get in even more trouble for accessing with a VPN anything. I can't remember what it's called now, but just Google it because, yeah, you want to be careful. Short term, you might be all right, but it's on you. Otherwise, I'd be like, yeah, go for it. Oh, it's such a sad world, isn't it, sometimes? So much for freedom of speech. Anyway, let's not get too political. Wait till you see round 3. Right, so the next question. I'm sorry, I'm waffling a lot tonight because I'm excited with new people on. Question 6. Which colour did Alicia Moore name herself? That is Pink's real name. Alicia Moore is Pink. Question 7. Michael Jackson had a worldwide hit with Black or White. So again, for 2 points there, black or white. Won't pass, live dangerously. Yeah, go for it. I'm keeping it clean here as I'm a new member. I saw you on Only Quizzes. Yes, I thought I recognised your name from that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is a family show, most definitely. Keep the comments clean, please. Yes, but yeah, the quizzes, there's another Facebook group I post in as well, and I'm really pleased that people are discovering me from that. Question 8. Which colour featured in the title of My Chemical Romance's single? It is one of those songs that will summon a generation the moment it's played, including myself. The colour is black. The title of the song is Welcome to the Black Parade. So 1 point if you got black. And it's brilliant. Question 9. The colour for an REM hit single was orange, because it's Orange Crush. Question 10. The colourful bands with Billy Joe Armstrong, Fergie and Ian Gillan are Green Day, the Black Eyed Peas and Deep Purple. So you had to name the bands to get the points for that one. Green Day, Black Eyed Peas, Deep Purple. Question 11. Which is the only colour mentioned in the title of a hit single by Madonna? It is blue, for True Blue. I'm assuming she hasn't released another one recently with a colour in. I don't think she has. Question 12. Which colourful band had a UK hit with Hey There Delilah? That is the Plain White Tees. So again, Plain White Tees for 1 point. Question 13. The 5 colours that are repeatedly mentioned in the song Grace Kelly by Mika: brown, blue, violet, purple and green. 1 point for each. Brown, blue, violet, purple and green. Question 14. Which colour was a UK top 10 hit single for Beyonce? It is green, for Green Light. Question 10. Which colours were UK hit singles for Alana Miles, ELO and Kanye West? It's Black Velvet, Mr. Blue Sky and Gold Digger. So the colours black, blue and gold. Oh, no worries, Cheryl. Appreciate the comments as always. That's great. So those are the questions. Now I'm about to reveal the answer for the countdown conundrum. If you get this, you get 2 extra points onto your score. And the answer for this one was explained. So add that to your score. Simon's already said he's got 16 points. If you didn't get the conundrum, then 16. Good score. Fair play. Keep the comments coming in, though. Let me know how many you got. If you're not feeling too confident and you got that bonus point from the kids' question from earlier on, remember, add it on to the total for this one. But remember also, if you use it now, you can't use it for cartoons and then the Who Said It round. You can only use it once. Simon did get it. He's got 18 points. Well done. Yeah, this one and I think the next one are pretty gettable. I think the third one is very tricky, if I'm honest. Very tricky. I mean, these kind of puzzles, they all depend on how you look at things. Some people get them very quickly regardless, but I think one of them tonight is very tricky. 19 points. He's got 19. Fair play. Donuts have got 20. They got the conundrum. Very good. 15 for Ant and Jew. Well done. Just half the Brazilians tonight, is it then, guys? Ed says he's got 15 points. That's another good score. Well done. Keep those scores coming in. We've got plenty more teams watching tonight. Let's see what you've got. Don't be shy. We celebrate with those who do well and commiserate with those who don't, but it is just for fun, and I just appreciate the comments and the conversation. So please keep them coming in. Yay, Conundrum did terribly on the colours, though. That's okay. We'll see how you do with the next round. We got 5, so we really needed Ruben's point, and we did get the Conundrum, so we made it to 8 points. Oh, the shame. Oh, Catherine and Tony, that's okay. We'll still have some fun this evening. 20 points, says Lisa, plus the conundrum. Excellent, that's a very good score. Well done. Any more for any more? I'm going to move over to the next round, but of course, keep the comments coming. Doesn't matter if we've moved on. If you haven't put your score in yet, it will still appear for me. I'll still give you your shout outs. But yes, well done everybody for that round. And let's go on to round 2. But again, post your scores if you want. And so round number 2, we have a new countdown conundrum on screen. So start having a think about what that could be. And the round we're going to go through now, 15 questions again. This time it's on cartoons. So cartoons, old or new, movies, TV shows, any kind of animated stuff goes in this round. Up to, yeah, it doesn't get too recent, so don't worry if you're out of touch with these things. There's quite a wide, varied list of different cartoons and shows covered in this round. But cartoons is the theme. Same rules apply. Keep the answers to yourself now. Here we go with question number 1. What are the first names of Homer Simpson's mum and dad? 1 point for each. What are the first names of Homer Simpson's mum and dad? 18 plus 2, is that for Jodie? I have two screens where I can see the comments that come in. One is the same as what you're seeing, and one is a separate screen that only I can see. And that second one is sometimes a little bit behind, so I can just about make out that I've got another comment there from Jodie. So well done. 18 plus 2 there. Good. Next one, question number 2. Fred Quimby is associated with which cartoon duo? Fred Quimby is associated with which cartoon duo? It is also the name of the cartoon, so it's just a 1 point question, even though there's 2 characters. Fred Quimby is associated with which cartoon duo? Question number 3 now for 4 points. One of my favourites now. Question 3. What were the names of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? 1 point for each. So 4 points there. What were the names of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Or as they were called in the UK to begin with, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Because apparently Ninja in the late 80s, I think it was, where this first started coming out. Yeah. Ninja was the kind of word they didn't want children knowing back then. So they were hero turtles instead. Not for long, but they were. But what were their names? 1 point for each. Question 4. Which planet was home to He-Man? Which planet was home to He-Man? That was another one I watched growing up. Question number 5 for 3 points. What were the surnames of the Rugrats named Angelica, Chucky, and Lil? What were the surnames of the Rugrats named Angelica, Chucky, and Lil? That is a pretty tough question there. If you've never heard of the Rugrats, honestly, don't worry about it. It's a tough question. They're not all going to be that difficult, I hope for you. But yes, the surnames of the Rugrats, Angelica, Chucky, and Lil. Question number 6 now. Question 6. Fred Flintstone lives in which Stone Age town? Fred Flintstone lives in which Stone Age town? Question number 7 now. Question 7. In SpongeBob SquarePants, what are the full names of the squirrel, the squid, and the owner of the Krusty Krab? In SpongeBob SquarePants, what are the full names of the squirrel, the squid, and the owner of the Krusty Krab? Okay, the next question in question 8. Who designed the outfits that the Incredibles wear? Who designed the outfits that the Incredibles wear? For 1 point, name that character. Right, question number 9 is for 3 more points. Which actors gave voice to Poe, Master Shifu, and Mantis in Kung Fu Panda? Which actors gave voice to Po, Master Shifu, and Mantis in Kung Fu Panda? Right, then your next question is question number 10. Question 10. In Sleeping Beauty, what were the names of Princess Aurora's 3 fairy godmothers? In Sleeping Beauty, what were the names of Princess Aurora's 3 fairy godmothers? Question 11 now. Question 11. What kind of creature is Phineas and Ferb's pet named Perry? What kind of creature is Phineas and Ferb's pet named Perry? Question number 12 now, on to a Disney question for number 12. Which 3 Disney animated characters were voiced by Ellen DeGeneres, John Travolta, and Owen Wilson? Which 3 Disney animated characters from different franchises, different films, were voiced by Ellen DeGeneres, John Travolta, and Owen Wilson? 1 point for each. Question 13 now. Question number 13. What is the name of Peppa Pig's little brother? What is the name of Peppa Pig's little brother? Question 14. This one's for 3 more points. In American Dad, what are the names of Stan Smith's wife and 2 children? In American Dad, what are the names of Stan Smith's wife and 2 children? Again, 1 point for each of those. And question 15. Question 15 is for 6 points. But I think if you can get a couple of points here, it's probably because you know the answer in full, so you will most likely get all 6 points. Very good luck to you, though. According to the song, what was the full name of the alley cat who helps the Duchess and her family in the Aristocats? According to the song, what was the full name of the alley cat who helps the Duchess and her family in the Aristocats? So obviously that's 1 point for each part of the name. And I'll give you a little bit of thinking time again with that one, but you can also now comment any repeats of questions you would like. In addition to what you've just heard, I can go over any of those again for you, that's fine. So whilst I wait and see if any repeats come in there, just a reminder that next week is the last Tuesday of the month, and that means that it's the Patreon quiz night. So sadly, I won't be here on Facebook Live. If you want to join that, it's via Google Meet, and you need to join my Patreon. Again, the link is in the description. There's a free trial if you haven't had a free trial already, so you can join for free. Other than that, membership of Patreon is £2 a month, and that directly obviously supports what I do here all the time. So you are welcome to join us. It's a lot of fun. Totally different quiz stuff to what we do here. As much as I give variety to the Facebook Live show, that is different again. on Patreon, but it is via Google Meet, so it doesn't mean we can all be on a video call together and having a laugh and a chat together as we often do. Okay, any more repeats? Last chance. Don't forget, you're running out of time. If you want to work out the countdown conundrum, that's 2 extra points there as well. Donuts have just asked for question 8. So that was, who designed the outfits that the Incredibles wear? Who designed the outfits that the Incredibles wear? Okay. No other requests coming in then, so I think that means it's time to go through the answers for this round. No. Okay, right. Question number 1. What are the first names of Homer Simpson's mum and dad? It's Abe and Mona. So 1 point for each. Question 2. Fred Quimby is associated with which cartoon duo? It is Tom and Jerry, for 1 point. Question 3. What were the names of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? 1 point for each. Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo. Question 4. Which planet was home to He-Man or Prince Adam? It's Eternia. Eternia. Question 5. The surnames of the Rugrats characters, Angelica, Chucky, and Lil. They are Angelica Pickles, Chucky Finster, and Lil DeVille. So 3 points there. Question 6. Fred Flintstone lives in which Stone Age town? It is Bedrock. Question 7. In SpongeBob SquarePants, the full names of the squirrel, the squid, and the owner of the Krusty Krab are Sandy Cheeks, Squidward Tentacles, and Eugene Krabs. Question 8. Who designed the outfits that the Incredibles wear? She is called Edna Mode. Edna Mode. I didn't ask for the full name, so just Edna would have been okay for a point there. Question 9. Which actors gave voice to Po, Master Shifu, and Mantis in Kung Fu Panda? It is Jack Black as Kung Fu Panda Po himself, Master Shifu, Dustin Hoffman, and Mantis, Seth Rogen. Question 10. In Sleeping Beauty, what were the names of Princess Aurora's 3 fairy godmothers? They are Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Question 11. What kind of creature is Phineas and Ferb's pet named Perry? It's Perry the Platypus. Because of course it is. Question 12. Which 3 Disney animated characters were voiced by Ellen DeGeneres, John Travolta, and Owen Wilson? It is Dory, Bolt, and Lightning McQueen. Question 13. What is the name of Peppa Pig's little brother? George. George Pig. Question 14. In American Dad, what are the names of Stan Smith's wife, 2 children? 1 point for each. They are Francine, Haley, and Steve. And question 15. According to the song, what was the full name of the alley cat who helps the Duchess and her family in the Aristocats? He's called Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley. O'Malley the alley cat. So 6 points there. Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley. For 6 points. So lots of points available in this round. Let me know as always in the comments how many did you get. And I don't say this very often, but if anybody's watching a repeat of this, if they're not watching live, you can still leave comments. I do come back and respond to them where I can. So feel free, if you're just watching this back another time, do leave a comment. I'd always like to know when people are watching. It's always nice to know that. Now, the answer for the countdown conundrum for your 2 extra points, if you manage to work this one out, it's deploying. So 2 extra points if you got that one correct. If you haven't used the kids bonus question point yet, you can do that in this round for the other people that have got it. Or your last chance will be in the next round, which I'm very excited to tell you about. It's very silly, very funny, I hope. I hope you appreciate it. Okay, some scores are coming in. Jody says 13 points. Jew says for Ant and Jew it's 11 points. Lisa did not do well in this round, but got the countdown conundrum. Excellent. 12 for me, Ed says, was chuffed with remembering the Rugrats names. That is good knowledge. I mean, in terms of pub quizzes, you know, that is good knowledge because, yeah, that will come up from time to time. Yes, for those who are new, again, I host a pub quiz twice a week. So some people that watch this show are people who attend my pub quizzes as well. And so this whole show stemmed from lockdowns when the pub quiz couldn't be on. I did things online, and it's just grown from there. Oh, Millie says, sorry, we are back. We missed round one, but we got 7 on this one. Okay, well done. All right, I'm glad you're back. Donut's got 19 points. Oh, some more I've missed there as I waffled on. Auntie Kim's favourite says, closer to full marks on cartoons. What does that say about me? It means you have excellent taste in TV. I love some cartoons. Nothing wrong with that. Catherine says, so we managed an all-time low of 5 and no conundrum to hide our shame. Oh no. Well, listen, the next round is a 50-50 shout for every single question. So let's just hope you're on the more positive side of the 50-50. Yes. Or you'll do well in the game shows as always, I'm sure, at the end. Right, okay. Any more scores that I missed? No, I think that's it. Good. Right, let's move on to the Who Said It round and I'll reveal the true subject of this one. Okay, so you do have a new conundrum here. Yeah, as I said, I think this is the toughest one. Even tougher than the ones I did last week. This is a tricky one. I'll be very impressed if you manage to get this one right, though. The round you're going to have is Who Said It. Everything I'm going to read to you, each question, is a quote. And it's attributed either to Donald Trump or Homer Simpson. So you just have to work out for every single question, who said it? Was it Homer or Donald Trump? And I thought, I was going through the archives of all the quizzes I've done over the years, as I do every week, and I realised it was quite timely, shall we say, that we should do a round about this. So yeah, not that I'm going to get political or anything on my own show. Lisa's like, oh no. Yeah, so it's brilliant. I didn't create this round. I'm not going to take credit for creating it, so I can tell you how brilliant and funny I find this, and I can laugh along with you all. As many of you know, I work for somebody who writes the quizzes and provides the equipment for my pub quizzes, and a lot of that I then reuse onto the Facebook live shows, and that's just how it works. It's how I can manage to do everything I do here and have a full-time job. So that's just how it works. And this is one that he created a few years back. And I thought, yeah, this is still very relevant today. So this is going to be fun. Okay, Cheryl's back in just in time for the Who Said It round. 50-50 shout for every single question. Who said it? Was it Homer Simpson or Donald Trump? And 2 extra points if you can get the final conundrum of the evening. So here we go with the first quote. Number 1. People can come up with statistics to prove anything. 14% of all people know that. Was that Homer or Donald Trump? People can come up with statistics to prove anything. 14% of all people know that. Oh, it's so tempting to do a terrible impression of one or the other. I'm not going to, but it's so tempting. Right, number 2. I feel like a supermodel, except times 10. Was that Homer or Donald Trump? I feel like a supermodel, except times 10. Number 3 now. Quote number 3. Our schools are crime-ridden, and they don't teach. Our schools are crime-ridden, and they don't teach. Was that Homer or Donald Trump? Quote number 4. We are especially thankful for nuclear power, the cleanest, safest energy source there is. We are especially thankful for nuclear power, the cleanest, safest energy source there is. Was that one Homer or Donald Trump? Do you think Facebook will like shadow ban me if I keep saying Donald Trump on my lives? I just it just kind of dawned on me that I might get shadow banned now. Not that I have ever been unshadow banned, I don't think. Yeah. All right. Number 5 now. Facts are meaningless. You could use facts to prove anything. That's even remotely true. Number 5. Facts are meaningless. You could use facts to prove anything that's even remotely true. Was that Homer or Trump? Oh, this is so silly. Number 6 now, number 6. I love debt. I know more about debt than practically anybody. Yeah, fake news. Cheryl says fake news. Brilliant. Okay, the next one was number 6 again. I love debt. I know more about debt than practically anybody. Who said it? Number 7. Some people would say I'm very, very, very intelligent. Some people would say I'm very, very, very intelligent. Who said it? Okay, number 8 now. Number 8. I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. Number 8. I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. Who said it? I think it's going to be even funnier when you realise that you've guessed wrong for a question, because it just goes to show how similar these are. You know how difficult some of these are. Number 9. Of course, everything looks bad if you remember it. Quote number 9. Of course, everything looks bad if you remember it. Quote number 10 now. Quote number 10. Look at my African American over here. Quote number 10. Was this Homer or Donald? Look at my African American over here. Question 11. It takes two to lie, one to lie, and one to listen. Question 11 or quote 11. It takes two to lie, and one to listen. Oh, Lisa, we are reliving the nightmare. Well, for what it's worth, I hope you don't have to relive the nightmare. Yeah. Question 12 or quote 12 now. Women will like what I tell them to like. Question 12 or quote 12. Who said this? Women will like what I tell them to like. Andy, welcome along. You are missing all the fun, but you're just in time for the end of this round. Who said it? Homer Simpson or Donald Trump? For every single one of these. Question 13. I'm so smart. I am so smart. SMRT smart. Who said it? I'm so smart. I am so smart. SMRT smart. Question 14. My motto is always get even. Quote 14 for you then. My motto is always get even. And finally, quote number 15. All my life I've had one dream, to achieve my many goals. All my life I've had one dream, to achieve my many goals. Okay, that's number 15. Would you like any of these repeated? Let me know. Again, as always, we are, once we go through the answers for this, we will go on to our game shows round. Tonight we are going to do Family Fortunes or Family Feud question, like we pretty much always do. Just the one question for that. And then we are going to do Tenable, our top 10 game. We're kind of alternating at the moment. I've got into a bit of a rhythm. We did catchphrase last week. We did 3 different catchphrases. And then we do Tenable on the other weeks. And this is a Tenable week. So I feel like that's a good way of involving all 3 over time. But of course, I'm always open to suggestions. So tonight we're going to do Tenable at the end. I've got 3 Tenables if you've got time. Okay, nobody's asking for a repeat. I guess you're just going to write down Homer or Donald for everything and hope for the best. Last few seconds you've got now to work out the countdown conundrum, the trickiest one of the night, and the trickiest one I think I've done in a while. So, yeah, no worries if you don't get this one right. Let's go through the answers for this round then. Question number 1. People can come up with statistics to prove anything. Oh, Auntie Kim says, I think I'm doing well on this one. Yay. And Lisa is happy with Tenable again. Good, 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 good. All right, so, number 1. People can come up with statistics to prove anything. 14% of all people know that. That was Homer Simpson. I wish I could see your reactions to these. Question 2. I feel like a supermodel, except times 10. That was Donald Trump. Number 3. Our schools are crime-ridden and they don't teach. That was Donald Trump. Question 4. We are especially thankful for nuclear power, the cleanest, safest energy source there is. That was Homer Simpson. Number 5. Facts are meaningless. You could use facts to prove anything that's even remotely true. That's Homer Simpson. Number 6. I love debt. I know more about debt than practically anybody. That's Donald Trump. Question 7. Some people would say I'm very, very, very intelligent. That's also Donald Trump. Number 8. I think this is my favourite one. Number 8. I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. That's Donald Trump. Question 9, or quote 9. Of course, everything looks bad if you remember it. That's Homer Simpson. Number 10. Look at my African American over here. That's Donald Trump. I don't know who he was talking about, but that's what he said. Number 11. It takes 2 to lie, 1 to lie, and 1 to listen. That's Homer. Number 12. Women will like what I tell them to like. That's probably the trickiest one of the lot, let's be honest. But it was actually Homer Simpson who said that. Number 13. I'm so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T, smart. That's Homer again. 2 more to go. Number 14. My motto is always get even. That's Donald Trump. And number 15. All my life I've had one dream, to achieve my many goals. That's Homer Simpson for the last one. Okay, let me know if you want me to repeat any of those just to confirm any of the answers for you. They were roughly split 50-50 through the round. But there was one more of the other to make it the full 15. I hope you enjoyed that one. Very silly kind of quiz round. Sometimes we do have these silly subjects come in. But hey, that's what we're here. Have a bit of fun, right? And now the answer for the trickiest conundrum of the night is triumphal. How many of you will be triumphantly celebrating this one, I wonder? Out of the park, got 'em all. Oh my goodness, Auntie Kim's favourites. That's amazing. Maximum score. Lisa says, ace that one. We remember all of his quotes and cringing. Amazing. Well done. 5 points for Jodie. A bad round, says Cheryl. Oh no, that's okay. In fairness, it's pretty tricky. If you're not that familiar, it's pretty tricky. Every single one could be a coin toss, couldn't it? You know? That's part of the fun of that one. Ju says they've got 8 points there. Well done. Catherine and Tony say great round. I've got the conundrum too, Lisa. Well done. He's the nightmare that keeps on giving. He really does. He must be held in contempt. He must be. The way he's been talking so openly when he's got a gagging order about everything that's going on right now with his trial, and he's just can't stop. Can't stop. Honestly, it's hilarious. We got 11. It is scared. I think it means scary, yes. Found that very hard, but enjoyed it regardless. Oh, thanks, Millie. That's all right. Yes, well done if you got the conundrum. Got 6 points. Donut's got 6 points, but they got the conundrum as well. Good. Yeah. Scary, yes, I thought so. The conundrum also says, Hail Trump. No, I thought the word Trump would fit in there, but you're right, it does also say hail. That's really scary. From your lips to God's ear. Oh my goodness. Good evening from the Funky Chickens. Oh, you missed all the fun of that round, but glad you're here. You're here just in time for the game shows rounds, at least. Glad you could join us. It's actually been one of the busier nights lately, so I'm pleased that you're able to join in as well tonight. Right, so if there's no more scores... Cheryl says, give me history or geography and we will destroy you. Well, funnily enough, those are subjects in regular rotation. So, and also funnily enough, if Patreon members get to request rounds. So if you wanted to join the club, you absolutely could do that and request those rounds. Or maybe one of the lovely patrons that's watching now could message me and say, I too would like a history or geography round, and I'll do that for you in the next Facebook Live. Just have to make sure you're here for it, okay? So keep an eye out on all the socials. Can you shout out for my daughter Kim? Yes, a shout out for Kim. Hello, Kim. Do as your mother says. The hail Trump is just awful, isn't it? No, nobody personally thinks those things, I hope. No. This is the wrong platform for that on social media. There's another one for that kind of stuff, which we won't mention. Right, let's move on. I'm sure the comments will continue, but let's move on to the next round. And it is our Family Feud, Family Fortunes. Our survey says round, call it what you like. The question will be on screen in a moment, and now we are back to putting the guesses in the comments. Okay? Don't spam it too much though, because I need to read them and then verify whether they're right or not. So 1 or 2 guesses per team to begin with would be helpful, just to make it a bit easier to manage, and then I'll tell you when to keep guessing. I think we'll get this one pretty quickly, but now you are all the same team. You are all working on this together to see how quickly you can guess all 6 of these top answers. 100 people were surveyed, and you need to let me know what you think they said in response to: name a boring topic you shouldn't talk about on a date. Keep it family friendly, keep it clean. But name a boring topic you shouldn't talk about on a date. Guess in the comments and let's see how quickly you can get our top 6 from this survey. There were many other responses, but of the 100 surveyed, these are the top 6 answers. I'm afraid Trump is not one of them. No. But well said, Ed. All right, here we go. So we have got some great guesses coming in. We've got work and exes. Yeah, ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, the weather, religion. These are all good guesses. Let's start at the top and work our way down. So Auntie Kim's favourites have said work. Let's see, where does that fall in the list? That's the top answer, straight away. Well done. Okay, work is the top answer. Don't talk about work on your date. They don't care. Not on the first date, anyway. Maybe it can be relevant later on. The next one, exes. Several of you have said exes. Exes is going to be on the list. Let's see where it falls, though. It is The fifth answer. Okay, so that's number 5. The weather. Sue and the Donuts say the weather. Is that on the list? It's an incredibly dull thing, isn't it? It's number 4. Well done. Number 4 on the list. Let's see what else we've got. Ailments. Your health. Is that on the list? Let's have a look. Ailments. No, not there. It's not there, I'm afraid. You can keep guessing. Don't worry if you get 3 X's like on the show. That doesn't mean it's the end. We carry on until you get them all. Religion. Okay, is religion on this list? Let's have a look. Oh, it's not there. I imagine it was just outside the top 6, though. It couldn't have been far behind. Now, another guess we have here. Cheryl says virginity. Well, it's not there, I'm afraid. Appreciate the guesses, though. Keep it coming. Life Story. The Simpsons. Are they there? No. No. Think about... I'll start giving you some clues in a minute. Okay. Auntie Kim's favourites and Ed have now both said money. Is that on the list? Yes. Money is there. How to redecorate your mum's basement or garage. Pay. I think, Cheryl, you can have money for that. Money is the answer that I would have included with pay, so you get some of the credit there for that one. Allotments. That's brilliant. Allotments. See, if my wife and I were out on a date, we would talk about our allotment, like in our garden. We have our own one. That's not so boring for us. We love that. But first dates and early on in relationships, yeah, probably not. But it's not there. Remember, when we say going out on a date, we could also mean younger people, and younger people might go somewhere else during the day, and that's probably not something they want to talk about on a date. There's a clue for one of these answers. And the other one as well, let's see, I think I might have seen it actually. We have got X's already on there. Video game scores. Oh, I'm offended. There's nothing wrong with that. Mind you, I wasn't surveyed, so it's not going to be there, I'm afraid. Let me Ed said politics. I knew I saw it there somewhere, and apologies if somebody else said it as well, because that is number 3, but that's not the one I was giving you clues about. Catherine and Tony say college. Let's see, is college there? Let's have a look. Is that the missing answer? It's school, but education in general, the words just wouldn't fit on the screen, so I just summed it up with school. Okay, because, yeah, if you're in the older years at school, you would maybe go on dates. I like video games, but some don't. Yeah, all right, Lisa, I believe you. Yeah, yeah. It might have been on the list, in fairness. I'm sure it was further down. But that is the top 6. So we've got the top answer there of work, education for second. We've then got politics, weather, your ex or exes, any exes, and then money as the last one. So very well done. We did get there in the end, and I didn't really need to give you any clues. Thank you for all your guesses. You did very well there. You remain as a team now as we move on to the next round. And of course, the next round is, if I just sort my screens out, your next round is going to be Tenable. So, again, you can guess in the comments, and what we will do, we will go through the Tenable questions, and there'll be 3 of them in total. Okay, and let's bring up the first one. The question appears on screen, but then the Tenable pyramid of 10 will appear after that. So save your guesses until you get to that point, because there might be some important context you're going to miss unless you hear me say it. All right? So, your first question then. The first 10 African countries alphabetically that end in the letters IA. So you don't have to guess them in alphabetical order, just guess them and I'll tell you where they fit in the order. This is as of the end of January 2020. I don't think there's been any changes since then in country names. I don't think so. But have a guess and let's see where they fall in the list. So, the list is in alphabetical order, of course. So that will give you a clue as we narrow down the answers, what it could begin with. Algeria is the first guess I'm seeing here. We've got Lisa, Andy, and Tony so far, all guessing Algeria. Auntie Kim's favourites as well, Algeria. Whereabouts is that in the list? If it is, it's going to be pretty high up. Where does it go? Is it at the top there? That is number 1. Okay, well done. Next one we've got Nigeria. Andy's guessing Nigeria. Cheryl also says Nigeria. Whereabouts would that sit, if indeed it does? Is that one of our answers? Is it a tenable answer? That's number 7. Okay, number 7. Next one, we've got Namibia. Namibia is a good guess as well. Let's see if that's there. Who said Namibia? That's Jodie. If it is, it'll be up there. There we go. That's number 6. Good guess again. Gambia. Lisa says Gambia. Let's have a look. Up we go. Is it there? That's number 3. Well done. Tanzania says Ed. Every time I see that word written down, I try and think. I think it's pronounced differently. Tanzania. I don't know. Maybe I'm partially dyslexic or something. I'm not sure. Right, Tanzania. Is it there? Yes, number 9, which means alphabetically the next one is obviously going to be after Tanzania. So start thinking now. What could fill in those gaps? Liberia we have as another guess. Liberia from Catherine and Tony. Let's have a look. You had to check your spelling, yeah. Exactly, yeah. Yes, so Liberia is number 4. Very good. Mauritania, there's a good guess. Right, let's see. Where does that fall in the list? There's only one place it can go now, really. Is it number 5? Yes, very good. That's a great guess. Well done. What are the missing 2 then, I wonder? Tunisia is a guess there from Antikin's favourites. That's number 10. Very good. Right, so we've got 2 and 8 missing now, which, let's have a look through just to make sure I've not missed anything. No, nobody's guessed them yet. So we've got number 2, so that's obviously going to be earlier in the alphabet, and then you can work out there what could number 8 begin with because of where it sits. There's not that many letters it could be. I will give you a clue. I'll say a clue now. Number 2 is the only one that begins with a vowel. That might help you work that one out. And number 8, I can't really give you a clue for number 8. I don't really know enough about it. Malia. Is it Malia? Is that a tenable answer? Let's have a look. No, I'm afraid not. It's not one of the answers. Ah, Somalia, Andy says. I wonder if that was maybe what Cheryl meant and just mistyped, perhaps. Somalia, let's have a look. If that's there... Oh, sorry, hold on. It is correct. Sorry, I clicked in the wrong place. There you go. Bolivia. Oh, Somalia's been guessed again by Auntie Kim. So yes, well done to both you and Andy. Bolivia, is that one of the answers? Is that the missing answer at the top there? Let's find out. I did say it begins with a vowel, so it's probably not going to be the one, is it? Nope. No worries if you missed that one. Right, so go through those vowels between A and G. I'd say this is actually one of the more well-known countries from the list. They often provide exceptionally good long-distance runners. No, not Uganda. No. Ethiopia. That sounds like it could be a good answer. Let's have a look. Is it there? Is that the missing one? Yes, of course it is. Very well done, you. Great shout out to Andy and to Sue. You both got that around about the same time. Let's go now to our second question in this tenable game. Okay. So again, with this one, there is a bit more context you need to be aware of. So hold fire on your guesses, please. Oh, it's quite a fun one. The first 10 words of 4 or more letters in the Proclaimers hit I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles. Okay, so we're looking for the first 10 different words of 4 or more letters in this song, originally released in 1988. Contractions of 2 different words are not acceptable, nor is the word yeah. Some words appear more than once in single and plural forms or in different tenses. In these cases, either form will be accepted as an answer, but only one form will work for each for those accepted words. So basically, the first 4 words, the first 10 words of 4 or more letters, but no conjunctions. Okay. So let's go over to the pyramid then of answers and we'll see which ones are going to be there. So Andy straight away has said when. These are in order they appeared first in the song as well. Let's have a look then. Is when a tenable answer? Everybody that knows the song now is at home singing it over and over again in their heads, trying to work this out now, I bet, because I would be the same. So that is the top one. Very well done. That's the first one. Catherine says will. Is will a tenable answer? Have a look. Up it goes. Is it going to stop in a good way though? No. That is not one of the first 10. Walk. Okay, is walk a tenable answer? Let's have a look. That's not there either. Okay, going down through the list. Auntie Kim's favourites, when, wake, well. Let's have a look. We've got when at the top. We know that one already. Is wake the next word? We've also got... Yes, wake is the second one. Good. Who else says well? Jodie says well. Also, so let's have a look for you. Is well the third word in the list? As Auntie Kim suggests, that was the first 3. Very good. That's it. Sue says thousand. Is thousand... I mean, it's part of the song, isn't it? Excuse me. Let's have a look. Is thousand one of those words? Is that a tenable answer? No. I mean, it fits the criteria apart from the fact it's not one of the first 10. So, let's go down to the next guesses. No. Is no, K-N-O-W. Is that one of the next words in this 10? It is. That's number 4. Excellent stuff. Right. Wonder. Is wonder one of those words? Let's go to that one then. Cheryl's guessed wonder. Oh, Andy says no as well. And Jodie. That's not there. Gonna. I'll remind you of what I said at the start there. Gonna. I know I'm going to be. That's gonna's definitely. Well, it's part of the title, but it's a conjunction. It's going to. It's 2 words that have come together, so it's not a valid answer for this top 10. So, but that's why that's not there. No. Has been guessed again. Waking goes. Okay, waking. Let's try waking first. Is that one of the missing answers? No. Auntie Kim's favourite says goes. Is that one? Let's have a look, see if goes is there. That's number 6. So there's one missing in between the 2 there. Andy says next. Is next one of the words? Let's just check. Is next there? That's number 5. That's the missing one there in between. Along. Okay, is along one of the words? Auntie Kim's favourites, getting a lot of guesses there from Auntie Kim's favourites. And again, it's correct. Along. Sue and the Donut said next as well, so well done there. Driving. Is driving one of the answers? 3 left to go. Incorrect. Lies from Cheryl. Is lies there? Is that one of the 3 in the first 10? Incorrect. Yes, we've got along. 3 more to go. You love this song. All right, keep singing them lyrics through. Keep singing lyrics through. The first 10 words, well, we're looking for 8, 9, 10 now, with 4 or more letters in. Drunk. Andy says wood. Andy Kim's favourite says drunk. Let's see. I'll tell you now. One of them is a tenable answer. It's drunk. That's number 9. 2 more to go. 2 more to go. We've already done walk. Just looking to make sure I haven't missed anything, because you might not want to say it again. Yes, we have already done walk. That's not an answer we're looking for, I'm afraid. Wake was there, but not walk. No, okay, I've not missed anything. Miles is Miles is obviously part of the song title. Is that one of the missing words? No. We've got no already. That's number 4. That's okay. No problem. Keep your guesses coming in. Yeah. No, I should say, again, as part of the rules, no conjunctions, and the word yeah we're discounting as well. I don't know why. That's just how they did it on the show. Probably because they say that quite a lot. I don't know. There must be a reason for it, but it's not counted as one of the answers. Or not accepted. Any more guesses? Want and just. 2 more guesses there from Sue and Cheryl are want and just. Either of those tenable answers? No. With. Auntie Kim's has said with. Is that one of the answers? Yes. Okay, we've got 1 left to go. Haver. Yeah, Haver's a funny word because it reminds me of the comic, I think it was Comic Relief version of the song they did with Peter Kay. And Andy, it was Lou and Andy, wasn't it, from Little Britain? And he says, Haver, what does Haver mean? But I'm afraid Haver is not one of the answers either. Neither is falls and neither is wood. Not there. I'm going to have to reveal this for you, aren't I? I think I am. One more guess. One more guess, and then I'm going to reveal the answer. We've got time. Down is down, that missing word. Next. Antica's favourite says next. Cheryl says miles. No, it's not miles. It's not next. It's not down either. Oh dear. Okay, the missing word was gets. It's gets. You can go back and check out the song after the show if you want confirmation of that. But there you go. Those are the top 10. Very well done, though. You did get all the others. Yeah, pretty good. Let's go to the next and final question then of the evening. Your final question is the 10 cities closest to Cardiff as the crow flies. So it's quite simple. The 10 UK cities that are closest to Cardiff as the crow flies, and they are in order of closest to furthest away. 1 through 10. Ah, the sneakies. Gets. All right. Let's get those guesses coming in then, and let's have a look and see how many of these you can get. Straight away, we've got Bristol, 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 Bristol. Well done, Andy, Tony, Sue. They've straight away got Bristol. Where does that fall in the list? Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Oh, you used to live in Wales as well. Oh, we're definitely in your wheelhouse tonight then. A song you love and that one. Okay, Swansea. Yes, so Bristol's number 2. Swansea. Where does that fall then? Millie said Swansea, as did Ed. I can see there. Let's see where that falls in the list. That is number 4. All right. Newport is a guess there. Newport's a guess from Sue and the Donuts. So there's that. Newport's number 1. That is the closest on the list. Okay, keep it going. Bath. How close is Bath? Does that make it to the top 10, I wonder? Let's have a look. It's another guess there from Sue and the Donuts. That's number 5. Yes, Swansea. Exeter. Andy says Exeter. Is Exeter there? That is number 8. Very good. Oh, hang on. Port Talbot. Is Port Talbot close enough? Is that a city even? Let's have a look. No, I'm afraid not. Not a tenable answer. Ed says, and Catherine say Gloucester. Gloucester is number 7 in the list. Taunton now. Is Taunton in the list? Is it one of the top 10 closest cities to Cardiff? As the crow flies. Let's have a look. It's not, I'm afraid. Andy says a really niche one. Wells. Let's have a look again for that one. That is number 3. It's the 3rd closest. Very good guess. Yes, Port Talbot, not a city, I guess, is what you mean there. Let me see, what have we got left here? Okay, 6, 9 and 10. No, we haven't seen any of these guesses yet. 3 more to go in our last game of the evening. Oxford, is that one of the closest cities? I mean, could be. Could be. Let's have a look. No. I don't know how far outside the top 10 it is, but I imagine it's not that far. Worcester, right. Is Worcester there in the list? That's number 9. Very well done there. Worcester. So Sue and the Don'ts get another one there. Carmarthen. Is Carmarthen one of the missing ones? Let's have a look. No. St David's. Clonelly? Whatever that says, no idea. Let's have a look. Is it tenable? No. That goes for Truro as well, I'm afraid. That's not a tenable answer either. Is that... I don't know. I think my cat is trying to scratch the door down. It's not going to work. Keep the guesses coming. We've got 2 more to work out. 2 more to go. The furthest away then is number 10. Birmingham, is that one of them? Perhaps one of the furthest away. St David's already been guessed. Real is incorrect. Let's have a look. We'll check. We'll check Birmingham. Is that there? No. Not Bournemouth, not Penarth, not Royal Wootton Bassett either, I'm afraid. No. Okay, I might have to start giving some clues. I'll tell you what they begin with. So, number 6 begins with H. Number 10 begins with S. S for Sierra. S for number 10. And number 6 begins with H. So that's narrowed it down a little bit now, I believe. There we go. We got some guesses in now beginning with H. And okay, so Sue and Amelia, they say Hereford is that. The missing answer in number 6. Yes, it is. Now, for one beginning with S to finish off the list, Swindon and Shrewsbury are a couple of guesses there. Let's have a look. Incorrect. Not Swindon, not Shrewsbury. Although, yeah, Shrewsbury is kind of close to the correct answer. In terms of letters and how you spell it, I guess it's, you wouldn't have to change too many to get to the right answer. I'll give you another clue there. So not Somerset, no. Not Southampton, no. Lisa says Salisbury. Is Salisbury the missing answer? Let's have a look. Salisbury, that is the correct answer. That completes the list. Very well done. We had some really good guesses there. And Sue and the Donuts, I see there, just guessed Salisbury as well. That brings us to the end of that round. So yeah, great effort again. Well done there. And we move on to our final page of the evening. So, yeah. Thank you very much for playing. Next week is the Patreon quiz. So for the Patreon quiz, you need to join Patreon either on the free trial or be an existing member, of course. It's been an absolute pleasure as always, and a really nice attendance. Lots of new teams joining us this evening too. I really hope you do come back. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun, hasn't it? I think, let me just check actually the calendar, because we're into May next month, aren't we? So the 30th of April is Patreon quiz night, and then I'm sure there's at least 1 week in May I can't do the Facebook quiz. So do me a favour if you're not already, make sure you are following this page to get updates. If you are new because you've joined this show, you are more than welcome to join the Big Quiz Night In Top Fans group. If you're already a member and you know the other people that are new, please do invite them into the group and I'll accept them, because there you'll get better notifications of things that I post for the regulars that watch along. So yes, do me a favour and make sure you join that. And there's also a chat group as well, a Facebook Messenger chat group that you'll be part of by being in the Top Fan group. So that's all completely free. You don't need to pay for any of that at all. It's only Patreon where that comes in. But yeah, it's been great fun as always. Thank you all for joining in. The other thing to say is there is an in-person meetup coming soon. The date is on screen now. There's an event set up for it on the Big Quiz Night In Facebook page that you're watching this show on. So if you can make it, that's on Sunday 26th of May. So I do 2 quizzes a week at the same place, the King's Head and Bell in Abingdon, Abingdon, Oxfordshire. And yeah, that will be on the Sunday quiz night. It'll be a lot of fun. We have a meal beforehand together, and then I host the quiz. You're on a table right next to me while all the teams that come to my pub quiz join in. Very busy nights, lots of fun, and that's a bank holiday as well. So you're more than welcome to come down. If you need somewhere to stay, I can recommend the places to go to also. It'd be lovely to see some of you again face to face. Yeah, and that's it. Do give me a follow across social media if you're on TikTok or Instagram, Twitter, or X as it is now, Threads. I'm everywhere at Big Quiz Night In. And thank you for all your lovely comments. Yeah, that's it. So stay safe as always, take care, and I will see you all same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.